been released, and with it came a lot of things being disabled and very few things being enabled. So in today's YouTube video, we'll kind of be recapping all the information for you, so you know absolutely everything to look out for while you're running around the Fortnite island after the newest hotfix. So firstly, in terms of things that have been disabled, all winter-themed POIs slash rifted in winter POIs have been disabled. This means no longer will we have the normal, Winterfest-themed one that we saw at the start of the season, but that has been disabled. And for example, Winterberg, which was actually a whole entire POI added to this area of the map, has been disabled as well. So it's a little bit of a smaller map now, Fest for no other reason than being Winterfest themed things, so I guess it makes sense. On top of that, all Winterfest quests, including the free rewards, have been vaulted according to giving you it, but I really don't know if that would work for you. But yeah, all the Winterfest quests are completely gone, you're unable to do them anymore, and we are now just kind of back to the 2024 area. Rocket ammo has also been vaulted since we no longer have weapons that actually use rocket ammo in the game. The only one that actually Holiday Presents, Snowy Floppers, Sneaky Snowmando, the Grappler, and the Krampus and Sergeant Winter and still be on the island. I don't believe they were vaulted, so maybe they still sell like the winter themed things, but of course I guess we can run over here and go ahead and check real quickly. And drum roll please, it appears we do still have the character interaction prompt over here, and it appears that Holiday Boxy is still enabled on the island and does still sell the snowball launcher, so if you're someone who wants to pick that up, you can still do that from this NPC. However, keep in mind, since it's selling items that have been vaulted, most likely those cells will be disabled in a future hotfix, but at least right now, if you still want to use like the snowball launcher, you'll be limited on how much ammo you can actually use, but you can still talk to the NPC, which is supposed to be a permanent addition, and get the snowball launcher from her right there. Now on top of it, another very slight small change that happened with the Winterfest update is that all of the supply drones, like that one up there in the sky, have been reverted from these blue variants you can see right here into the themed items unless you talk to two of the NPCs on the island, and that's pretty much evens things out. So when we talk about things enabled in today's hotfix update, firstly, you may have noticed that I'm actually using one of the newly enabled things, which is this Enforcer AR right here. This is a brand new assault rifle that for a little bit of time you were actually able to get in game early by eliminating Vengeance Jones, because Vengeance Jones' NPC would always drop it in the game, but now you can just find it from floor, loot, chest, all that type of stuff, and you're able to still mod it and everything. As you can see, this one right here has a hollow optic, a speed mag, vertical foregrip, and the suppressor, and it's a fully automatic assault rifle with a slow fire rate but a harder hit, especially at a longer range. So it's an assault rifle that is actually suited for medium to long range combat. So if we go ahead from over here, try getting some shots off, you can see 35-35 does some pretty decent damage from long range. You're not going to be using this up close, however, because it's not a very spammy weapon. It's definitely one of the ones that you kind of just wanted to be stealthy with from behind in order to get her. It does a little bit more damage. As you can see right here, we're getting like 39 damage off per hit, but when we were a further length away, we actually were only getting around 35. So a pretty solid assault rifle. It's actually been able to find at all in this match. So to kind of explain how it works is, if you guys know the whole little flow berries that you're able to find on the ground, the ones that can be low gravity and some shield, it works in a little bit of a different way where you'll actually shake up a giant bottle and spray it around, and everyone around you will get up to 100 health and 50 shield, including yourself. So it's kind of like the old Squad Hill item we talked about a long time ago that was scrapped from the game. It appears to just be the exact same thing, just re-changed these around you, instant 100 health and shield. And I will try to find it for this recording, but of course if this match ends and I'm unable to find it, then oh well, at least I was able to describe it to you guys. But on top of that, we also got week 5 seasonal quest enabled in the game. The sprinting, that one is of course correct. We have the one to collect 7 rare better items at hotspots. We have one to actually acquire and equip a fully modified weapon in 3 different matches. One to collect food items, this one you only need to collect 10. One to hit a single enemy player with 3 different weapons, which that one's a little confusing. I thought it was, hit a different player with 3 different weapons or whatever. No, it's literally one player, hit them with 3 different weapons instead of, one player killed with one weapon, another player killed with another weapon, and another one killed with another weapon. And then finally, find and collect an epic or better item before dealing damage. Overall, some pretty in different matches, because that one is basically time gated or match gated to a minimum of 3 completions. But as long as you're just kind of playing the game and having fun, you will be done with these very, very quickly. And for some reason, they drop an odd amount of fish down on the ground, so it is something that is pretty common to actually find in the game, especially since we have stuff like flow berries as well that you're able to use as a subscribe and support the content I create, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.